Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWUS. It is Wednesday, so we're talking golf, and we're coming off a good one. I believe your picks went 3 out of 5, right?
Yeah, 3 for 5 last week, and we almost backdoored a 4 out of 5. Jake Knapp finished at T25, one shot outside the top 20. So it was a good week. We had a lot of our guys were at the top of the leaderboard all week. Between Aaron Rye, almost taking home the trophy, it just looked like a solid week from him, and he was never going to waver. So, he's been our workhorse. I think every single time you've taken him now, I think it's like 4 for 4 or 5 for 5 when we take Aaron Rye. So it's a good week, and we got to just keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Aaron Rye. He always comes through for me, and that was like a no-doubter. I looked on Saturday. I was like, this dude's in second, like my top 20. Yeah.
Aaron Rye is a guy he's not going to give you any type of wow factor, but he hits so many fairways. He drives the ball so straight. He hits so many greens. So he's not a guy that has like that huge up and down swing. He's pretty much right down the middle. And when we have taken him, it's always been in some of those lighter fields, and consistency just shows in his game. And I think that's why he's a solid play.
Yeah, he's been good to me. I might have to go see if Aaron Rye has any merch anywhere, buy an Aaron Rye shirt or something.
Well, listen, if you're going to do anything to support Aaron Rye, he's the 2-glove guy. He wears 2 gloves on tour.
No, I don't like that. No.
So go and get yourself a right-handed glove to go with your left-handed glove.
All right, so this week we have the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches, and this is at, what's the name of the course?
I believe it is PGA National.
PGA National. I think that's what I wrote down. PGA National Members Club. Yep.
So
where are we starting?
This is the Florida swing. So this is the type of grass completely changes from what they were just playing on out in the West Coast. This is Bermuda grass. It is. It definitely changes the way that people play. So, you have to look for guys that love this Florida swing, and I have at least one of them on my radar for this week. But let's start with a guy who has played some pretty consistent golf this year already and really, really plays well at this place. He's probably the favorite in the field, but you get good odds on him for top 20 still. Shane Lowry.
Love Shane Lowry. Top 20 finish for Shane Lowry, plus 120.
And truthfully, he is the favorite to win this tournament.
Why are we getting?
I truly believe. There's a lot of names out there. It's still a little bit of a lighter field, but let me just read off to you Shane Lowry's stats here. He's got a T4, a T5, a solo second, a T21, a T36. He has played this golf course well. It's a weird price, but it would be crazy for us not to jump on this. He's 7 for 7 in cuts at this place, and recently a runner-up at Pebble Beach this year. So he's playing pretty good golf. So I truly love the price here. I think it's crazy that we're actually getting this price.
Shane Lowry, top 20 plus 120. I'll probably tail that one. Where to next?
So let's move into another guy who's a past winner here. He's probably another one of the favorites this week, but show me Russell Henley.
Russell Henley. Here we go. Top 20 plus 137 for Russell Henley.
So Russell Henley, he's 9 for 10 here in terms of cuts made. He has cashed in 17 straight starts this year. He's got a trio of top 20s this year. Like I said, he's a past winner of this event, and as recently as a solo third and a T8, and also a top 20 in the last 5 years. So I think it's again, these guys, because they're not huge name guys, there's no Rory, there's no Scotty, they're not the big brand name guys. I think that's why we're getting such a good price on these guys this week.
So, all right, Russell Henley, top 20s plus 137. Where to next?
So now we're going to move to a guy who doesn't have a ton of history here, but he does have good history here. He's got a T16 and a T4. He's an up-and-coming young golfer. We took him, I think, once or twice last year. Show me Cameron Young.
Cam Young. Wow. Haven't heard that name this year. Cam Young, wow. We're getting a good price on him. Plus 210 to finish in the top 20 for Cam Young.
Yeah, so Cam Young, in terms of the power rankings that the PGA Tour puts out for the week, Cam Young is 7th on this list. Like I said, he's only appeared in this twice, and both times he has appeared in it, he's finished in the top 20. So he's got 2 top 15s this season. So he's been playing decent golf, and maybe it's the lack of history here, which is why you get such a good price. But I think it's a good spot for Cam Young, and in a lighter field without those big name guys, he can rise to the top.
You can actually get Cam Young top 40 finish at minus 115.
I don't hate that play.
I might do that. And actually, because there was a couple weeks ago where we recorded and I was like, I lost all 3 of my bets. I actually didn't, because I took one of yours and placed the top 40.
You took Goddard up in the top 40 is what you did. Yeah.
Yep. So making that move, taking a top 20, dropping it back to top 40, it actually helped me out a couple weeks back. Any others?
I got 2 more. These are a little bit more long shotty plays. But this guy is destined to win in his home state of Florida. He hasn't won in Florida yet, but he always plays Florida golf well. Show me Billy Horschel.
Oh, Billy Horschel. Yeah. I bet on him a few weeks ago. Didn't work out. Yeah, I think he missed the cut on me. He had a terrible Friday.
Yeah.
This week,
Billy,
hold on. Okay, right here. Plus 240 for a top 20 finish. Minus 105 for top 40.
So Billy Horschel, in his last, let's say his last 5 or 6 times at this event, a T9, 2 T16s, a T42. I expect Billy Horschel to eventually be a winner in his home state of Florida. He's too good to not be a winner in Florida. Knowing how golf courses and the turf changes from place to place, he's a really, really good Bermuda golf player. So I think the change of the grass it gives Billy an advantage, and I think you get a great price on Billy Horschel. Like you said, he missed the cut this year, but he has typically been playing pretty decent golf. So I think it's a good price for Billy. I'm definitely on Billy. I love rooting for Billy in his home state, so I'm gonna roll the dice with Billy. For our last pick is probably the longest odds of the week, but he's a past champion here. So show me Chris Kirk.
Chris Kirk, top 20 finish, plus 333, plus 333.
So Chris Kirk's statistics, his last couple outings here, he's won it as recently as 2 years ago. He's got a top 10 and he has a top 25 finish. So I'm not sure. I haven't been following Chris that closely this year. I don't know how many events he's played in. But listen, past history is a big thing for me, at least when I'm looking at picks. As a former winner, 3 top 30s and 2 top 10s, including the win. It's hard to argue with these results. So I like Chris Kirk here.
So he's good results here. As far as this year, he's made 3 of 5 cuts. He has a T44, T34, T62 in the 3, so nothing great.
Yeah, so that's probably why you're getting a good price on him. But
that's what I'm saying is, okay, but you can get a top 40 at plus 130. So I don't think I'm going to tail that one. I'm definitely taking Shane Lowry. And who was the second guy you said?
We had Henley and then
Young.
Cam Young.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take Shane Lowry and Cam Young this week. Cool.
I like it.
So let's make it back-to-back good weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you next Wednesday.
Let's keep the ball rolling, baby. Let's make that money.
Let's go.